Thank you for calling Celestial Travels. My name's Marina. How can I assist you today? Oh, lovely. I'd be more than happy to help you plan your holiday. Do you have any idea of where you'd like to go in particular? Oh, you're not sure? No problem at all. So I'm here to help you explore a world of destinations that we have here available at Celestial Travels. So I will do my utmost to find your next perfect holiday. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by asking you a few questions to know your preferences so I can suggest some locations for you, and then we can go ahead and book a perfect break for you. How does that sound? Great, so let's get started. So in terms of the type of holiday you're looking for, is it more sort of a beach holiday or maybe a city break? Okay, fantastic. And who will you be travelling with? Will it be with a partner, family, friends? Okay. Great. And in terms of how you want to spend your time, are there any particular activities that you'd be interested in? So for example, would you like to relax on the beach, party, sightsee, eat, theme parks, water sports, or anything else? Yep. Great, thank you. I've noted that down. And then imagine it's time to get packing. What would be in your case? So would you have maybe flip-flops, sandals, swimsuits, or maybe your biggest camera with backup memory cards, or some Oscar-worthy evening wear? Out of those sort of three options, which would be more like you? Okay, fantastic. And then how long do you want to be away for? So would you like to be away for a lovely long weekend, or sort of as long as your annual leave will allow? Okay, fantastic. Great. And then you want to land back home feeling either more capable than ever, closer to your family, or would you say maybe pampered beyond belief? Okay. Great. And then imagine when you arrive at your accommodation, what do you want to do first? So would you like to have a guide of the local neighbourhood, shut your eyes, it's been a long day, or maybe a glass of fizzy, or get the direction to the pool? Which of those would be your preference? Okay. Great. And how do you prefer to get about? So do you like to do that by foot, by car that you'd rent yourself, or maybe you'd prefer to have a chauffeur, or even a golf buggy? What would be your preferences there? Okay, fantastic. And then imagine you've just left the house to go on holiday. Which of these scenarios would you say match more kind of what you do? So would you be panicking that you've left something behind, and that you'd be worried that the holiday just wouldn't be the same without your favourite sun hat perhaps, beach towel, flip-flops? Or are you more sort of feeling chilled out and ready to go, and if you've forgotten something you can always replace it when you get there? Okay. Okay, so I've noted that down. And then imagine you arrive at your resort and the couple from next door come out on the balcony to introduce themselves, do you either politely say hello but quickly excuse yourself, you don't feel comfortable around new people and would rather just get on with enjoying your break? Or would you get chatting and end up spending all day with them by the pool? You find it very easy to make new friends. Which of those would be more like you? Okay. Great. And then imagine that you take the local bus into the old town. During the journey, would you either, first of all, enjoy being part of everyday local life and looking out at the amazing views as you drive along? Or would you get wound up by the locals talking loudly around you and worry about the driver taking you all off the side of the cliff? Okay, sure, thank you. It's good to get these sort of scenario-based questions because they kind of give me an idea of what you'd like on holiday for sure. And then imagine you're out watching some live entertainment and a few people start a group dance. Would you either jump right on board, you're the life and soul of the party and are up for joining in the fun? Or would you avoid eye contact and you don't like drawing attention to yourself and would prefer to sit back and enjoy? Okay. Thank you. And then imagine that you're having some quiet time by the pool, contemplating life back at home. Do you feel positive? Everything seems to be going smoothly and you're very comfortable with yourself? Or do you end up focusing on all the things that you could be doing better? So thinking of ways such as like how you could be nicer, more successful, better liked, happier, things like that. Yeah? Okay. Interesting question that, isn't it? Great. And then imagine that you've met some people in the restaurant last night and they come and take the sound loungers next to you. Do you either pretend to be asleep and hope they go for a swim, you're not a big talker, or do you strike up conversation with them about day trips in the local area and before you know it, you're in the bar sharing cocktails? Which of those is more like you? Great, perfect. And then imagine you've only got one day left of your holiday and you need to decide how to spend it. Do you either keep changing your mind, there's a nearby beach that you haven't seen yet, and it might not be as nice as the one you've been going to, you're quite prone to indecision? Or do you let your partner decide? Are you pretty relaxed and you think it'll be lovely whatever you end up doing? Okay. Great, thank you. And then imagine again you're on your last evening and there's a farewell drinks evening at the resort. Would you either go down and join in? You'd rather be chatting away to others and spending time by yourself? Or do you decide to give it a miss because you feel like you've spent enough time with your fellow holiday makers? Okay, great. Thank you. This is really helpful. I'm getting an idea of a bit more about you and what you like on holidays. So thanks for taking the time to answer these questions. And then let's think to like kind of the end of the holiday again. So imagine you're sitting on the plane back home. Do you either feel a bit sad that the holiday is over but remain upbeat, there are nice things to look forward to at home too? Or do you shed a few tears? You often feel down in the dumps and this is bad. You've had such a good time and you're worried about getting back to everyday life. Okay. Great, thank you. And then imagine you're at the airport and as you're waiting for your luggage, you spot an old acquaintance heading your way. Do you either keep your head down and let your partner do the talking, you're tired and prefer to keep in the background in any case, or do you race over to them and start speaking to them with tales of how fantastic your holiday was, and you love to make sort of recommendations and really can't hide your enthusiasm? Which of those sound more like you? Okay. So thank you for taking the time to answer all those questions. From what you said, I think you really need an all-inclusive stay, where the only decision that you'll need to make on your holiday is what time to hit the beach. For you, it's all about ultimate relaxation. And from your answers, I think the best sort of resort, because you're really keen on beach sort of holidays, would be a resort in the Caribbean. And I think as destinations go, the Caribbean is really a lovely place. A lot of people like it, and for good reasons. So you've got the pink sands of Barbados and the lush mountains of the Dominican Republic, and lots of all-inclusive resorts there. You've got that in the Bahamas. So I think this region's varied islands and coastlines will be perfect for you. Does that sound good so far? You've never been? Okay, that's great. I think holidays are a good way to explore different places, and I really do believe that this will be the perfect place for you. So let's have a look what's available within your budget, and then we can kind of explore what options would be good for you. How does that sound? Yeah. Okay, so can I just start by asking you which department airport would be the best for you? Okay. Great, perfect. And then for the destination within the Caribbean, do you have any ideas, or are you kind of open to seeing what's available? Great, perfect. And then in terms of a departure date, when were you thinking of going? Okay. And then for how many sort of nights? Perfect. And then how flexible are you? So does it have to be these exact dates, or are you kind of give or take 3 days flexible, or give or take 7 days flexible, would you say? Okay, great. I think that's good. That'll get you the best price. So that's fantastic. And can I just check, in terms of rooms and guests, how many adults and how many children? Great. And how many rooms do you not mind? Would you prefer a villa, or kind of do you have a set number of rooms that you prefer? Thank you very much. Great. So I've got some options here for you, but I'm just thinking, how can we sort of filter down more to what you'd like? So in terms of star ratings, do you have a preference? Really helpful, because that will just kind of narrow it down. I don't want to show you things that you don't enjoy. And then in terms of your budget, would you be able to share that with me per person? Yeah. Okay, fantastic, thank you so much. So let me have a look what we have available here. Just getting these open for you now. Great. Thank you for bearing with me. So the first hotel I have for you is in the Dominican Republic in Punta Cana. So it's a really lovely hotel, and it's based on a palm-studded beach, and it's really beautiful along the coastline. You've got a white sand beach with swaying palms, lots of greenery as well, so it's really beautiful. The hotel has 5 bars, 4 pools, 10 restaurants with an outdoor pool and a hammock section, so I think it's really nice. And as I said, it's all inclusive. That's what I've been looking at for you. So there's 10 bars and restaurants here. So you've kind of got highlights include sort of Italian food, steakhouse, and as for drinks, you can sip on Caribbean cocktails at the poolside and at the beachfront bars. So I think that'll be a really lovely choice for you. In terms of entertainment, there's an entertainment village, which is a place to go for things like live music in the evenings, which I think will be really lovely. And there's weekly sort of entertainment events. So this could include Fit-Flop Olympics, pool parties with a local DJ, and margarita blending sessions. And then there's kind of sports and activities that are provided. So there's a daily sort of activity program that includes table tennis, beach volleyball, beach football, aqua aerobics, and scuba diving. But that does include an additional charge, just to let you know. There's also a 24-hour gym with cardio and weight training equipment, so you can still continue your fitness routine if you want. You don't have to at all, it's totally up to you. And there's also a spa there. So there's lots of facilities there, including a herbal steam room, hot tub, bucket shower, and dry sauna. And you can also get treatments like massages and facials, which is really lovely. So I think that's a really nice choice, and all the rooms have Wi-Fi, hair dryers, a safety deposit box, obviously a bathroom, a television, mini bar, shower, and bathrobes. So for that, you'd be looking around £1,895 per person. So that's the first choice I kind of wanted to speak to you about there. Then the next choice I have available to you is one resort that we have in Jamaica. So it's really perfect for a relaxing beach holiday. You've got lots of dining options here with authentic Jamaican touches like jerk barbecues on the beach and steel drum music performances. And you can look forward to a 24-hour all-inclusive and direct access to beautiful white sand beach. On the grounds you'll find 3 pools, including an adults only option with a swim-up bar, as well as a mini slide pool as well. You've got 5 restaurants there that serve up steak through to Asian fare, so it's really lovely. So yeah, the kind of highlights include 5 bars, 3 pools, buffet restaurant, evening entertainment program, and 3 outdoor pools that I've sort of mentioned. So yeah, I kind of spoke to you about the steakhouse and the Asian eatery that they have there. There's also a buffet in place where you can watch your food sizzle. A lot of people actually speak about the grills at the beach bar. They really love that. So I definitely recommend kind of trying out the jerk chicken there and having pina colada cocktails. That's really lovely. Yes, I love it. So I think, yeah, I've actually been to this resort, so that's why I probably speak a little bit more enthusiastically, but I can definitely recommend this 100%. And the other one as well is very good. It just depends what you want to do. So in the buffet restaurant, you can start your day with a full American breakfast, or you can visit the cooking station to watch your meal be prepared in front of your very eyes. And in the evening, there's a delicious buffet spread, or you can opt for a dish from the cooking station. So that's really lovely. You've got a swim-up bar as well, and you can have non-alcoholic drinks there as well, so it doesn't have to be the alcoholic one, so it's totally up to you. You've got the jerk grill, you've got a seagull steakhouse, a poolside restaurant, an Italian restaurant, a gourmet restaurant, an Asian a la carte. So I think you'll really like that, as well as a kind of a beach bar. So I think that's a pretty good choice, pretty good spread of things to do there. Then in terms of entertainment, you've got nightly entertainment that covers all angles. You've got everything from sort of steel drum band to tribute acts. You can also listen to singers who come along, so that's really lovely. And then you've kind of got disco as well if you were interested in that. In terms of sports and activities, snorkeling is really the activity of choice here. So you'll be sort of, if you take part in this, mingling with coral coloured starfish and speckled rays. You can also do kind of water sports such as kayaking, paddleboarding, and foam parties happen around once or twice a week in the main pool, so I think that's really cool. You've also got a gym there, so you can kind of take part in fitness classes as well. Aqua aerobics, beach volleyball, water polo, kayaking, so lots and lots of things to do in this all-inclusive resort. In terms of health and beauty, the signature spa treatments include Swedish massages and hot stone therapy. So this is really lovely, and you can also have massages on the beach as well, which is really relaxing as well, I'd say. You've got a whirlpool as well, so I think that will be lovely for you if you enjoy those sort of things. So I have to say this is a really lovely hotel in a lovely place in Jamaica, and this cost for this holiday in this resort would be £1,794.04 per person. So those are the two sort of first options. How do those sound so far? Okay, you're opting for Jamaica. Yes, I really like this resort, so I would definitely recommend it. Would you like me to speak to you about another potential one? Yeah? Okay, yeah. No, I think it's definitely good to have choices, but those are my first two sort of recommendations so far. So the next option I think that would really suit you would be our resort in Barbados. So this resort has really stylish interiors and is on a white sand beach. It really is a beautiful place with sugary sands that creep up towards the property's palm-studded gardens. You've got spacious studios and suites, and you can expect a sea view pool, 2 restaurants and 2 bars. I think it's a really lovely hotel. So the centre stage is really reserved for the hotel's pool, and it stretches down towards the beach. You've also got a saltwater pool with a sea view terrace dotted with lounges and palms. Then in terms of food, there's lots to choose from. So the main eatery serves buffet meals with a focus on Caribbean fusion cuisine. And at dinner time there's an a la carte option too. So you've kind of got an on-the-water restaurant which includes an a la carte menu of international and Caribbean dishes for breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then you've got another a la carte restaurant which is open 4 nights a week and subject to sort of occupancy, so just check when you get there if you were to go ahead with this holiday. And you can have access to rooftop bar for drinks before or after your meal. Then you've got a beach bar, and it's really lovely, I'd say. In terms of entertainment, there's a beachfront bar available for after dinner drinks, plus you can look forward to live music in the restaurant every night, so that's so nice. And then in terms of sports and activities, there's a whole host of water sports that are on offer at the beach. So you've got paddle boards, snorkels and kayaks that are all free to borrow, so that's really good, but you can obviously also opt for a complimentary diving lesson in the pool, so that's really lovely. In terms of health and beauty. You can book in for facials, massages and body wraps at the spa. And there's also a gym. And at the beauty salon you can also have waxing and nail treatment, so that could be good as well. And you've also got a lounge area, gardens, so it's a really nice hotel. In terms of the price for this one, it's a little bit pricier, so it's £2,661 and 73 pence per person. So it's totally up to you what you prefer. If you'd like me to kind of go through some more options, but I don't want to overwhelm you. I think that when you've got kind of 3 choices and you're already kind of veering more towards Jamaica, I don't know if it's worth showing you some other options that might be a bit more expensive, because I know this is towards the higher end of your budget. Yeah, you want to look into booking the Jamaica resort? Sure, no worries at all. So I think that's a lovely choice, and of course I can send you a quote if you kind of want to think about it as well. There's no pressure to book it here today, no worries at all. But it's good you're kind of more decisive on this, so well done. First of all, great. So let me have a look. So with the date you've chosen, we have selected kind of the best price for you, and this is a double room with garden view and balcony or terrace. You have a garden view, balcony or terrace as I mentioned, and you'll either have a king size or 2 double beds. You'll have air conditioning, a shower, a toilet, a mini bar, a safety deposit box, a television, an iron, an ironing board and hair dryer. So that's at the price that I mentioned before, which is £1,794 and 4 pence per person. However, there is also on the date you've chosen a junior suite with a balcony or terrace, and this is at an additional cost of £1,082 and 52 pence, and there's only 4 of these remaining if you wanted to do that. So these junior suites have an integrated lounge area with a couple of steps between different areas. You'll have Wi-Fi, satellite TV, a mini bar, a sofa, ceiling fan, aircon, an ironing board and a hairdryer. On top of this there's an in-room drinks optic, so you'll have locally branded spirits on tap. So it's totally up to you what you prefer to kind of go with. You want to go with the junior suite. Perfect, so I'll add that in. Just selecting that now, bear with me. Okay, and then just to confirm, your board is going to be all inclusive, so you'll have breakfast, lunch, an evening meal, drinks and snacks. Yeah, great. So that's fantastic. And then just to let you know, the weather kind of on average when you're thinking of going there will be 33 degrees, so nice and warm. And you're really based in a super chill town, where Bob Marley and Bob Dylan and the Rolling Stones came to get away from it all. So you've also got the world famous 7 Mile Beach nearby, and also you'll be near kind of a row of luxury hotels, so you'll have plenty to do, I'm sure. It's a 5-star hotel, so I think you'll have a great time there. So let me just continue so I can kind of get any options that we need to select. So I have selected for you based on what we've said, so 14 nights from the 27th of June for 2 adults, all inclusive, and you'll have a junior suite with balcony or terrace, and you'll be flying at 10:50 in the morning. Is that okay time for you? The other options I have are all kind of departing at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't know if you wanted to go with that, but for me personally, I like to kind of get there early enough but not too early. If you were to take the flight that I've kind of selected, you'd be landing at 2:35, so you still have kind of time to have dinner and even lunch maybe at the resort. And as that's all inclusive, you wouldn't have to spend more money elsewhere. And actually, just looking at the other flights, even though you're flying at 8 o'clock, you're sort of arriving at 2:30, so kind of same time. So I'm guessing you might prefer to leave a bit later or earlier. You just let me know. You're happy with the 10:50, perfect time. And then can I just check, we provide you with sort of standard seats on the plane, but you are also able to choose better seats. So this would allow you to do things such as make sure you sit together, having the option to upgrade to extra legroom, and choosing a window aisle seat, and that's got a kind of a price of £18.50 per person if you were interested in choosing that. No, you're not too fast. Okay, no worries at all. So standard seats are sort of included, as I mentioned. However, these are going to be sort of randomly allocated in check-in. So it's totally up to you, but yeah, I understand. No worries at all. And then in terms of your luggage, check-in luggage, you've got an allowance of 20 kg luggage included. If you wanted to upgrade to 25 kg, that would be an additional cost of £40 per person. And then if you wanted to upgrade to 30 kg, that would be £60 per person in addition. So you're happy with that? Perfect. That's fantastic. And then you'll have an adult flight meal included as well. So that's great. Okay. Just a general question, do you have insurance? Because it's really important to have suitable travel insurance for your holiday. This can help you make sure that you have protection in case you have lost trip costs, if you have to cancel, cut your holiday short, or unexpected medical bills and travel delays while you're away, or having to arrange and pay for medical transfer home if needed. So if you have that, that's great, but we do also provide it, but it's totally up to you. Just to let you know, if you do decide to go with us, you have a 14-day cooling off period in which you can cancel the policy and receive a full refund, provided that you have not travelled or made a claim. You prefer to have a look, no worries at all. No pressure on this, so it's whatever you would like. So just to let you know, your overseas coach transfer is all included, so that's all fine. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, great. So just to confirm, this is at our beautiful resort in Jamaica, and you'll be flying out from the 27th of June for 14 nights, and this is for 2 adults. It's all inclusive, and you'll have a junior suite with a balcony or terrace, and you've got your flights included in that. So just departing at 10:50, as we kind of decided together, and it's a 5-star hotel, and you'll have your coach transfer included as well. How does that sound? So I've actually got a discount code that I'm just going to apply because you've been so lovely to speak with. Bear with me. Great stuff. So the total price, now that I've added sort of the discount code, is £4,600. How does that sound? Great. Perfect. So if you're happy to continue, I can either sort of send you a quote if you prefer, or I can kind of continue with the booking. Okay, great. So what I'll do in that case, I will send you a quote just to let you know, because I've added the discount, the quote will be only valid until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So please make sure to give me a call back if you wanted to go ahead with it, just to make sure you can secure that fantastic prize. What I'll do now is I'll just take a few details from you just so I can send you that, and I have you a kind of an account created, so even if, for example, you think, oh actually I'm thinking I don't want to go to Jamaica, or not quite this, let me have a think again, you can give us a call back and we'll have you on file so we can provide you with the best deals possible. Is that okay? Okay, perfect. So could I just take your title, please? Great. And could I take your first name, please? Great. And then your surname, please. Great, fantastic. And then could I take your email address so I can send you through the quote? Okay, fantastic. So I've just sent that through now. You should get an email from me within the next sort of half an hour. If you don't get it by then, just check in your junk mail, because sometimes that's where it goes. But yeah, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, and I really hope that I've helped you kind of find your perfect holiday, and hopefully we can book something for you very shortly. Okay, well, take care. Feel free to call me at any time. I work Monday to Friday, so on Saturday and Sunday I won't be available, but one of my wonderful colleagues will be available to speak to you. If you call and you want to speak to me, just ask for Marina and I'll be there to help. Okay, fantastic. Take care, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Okay, bye bye.